and welcome back to Pendragon's Twisted Metals. So, I have a bit of a problem. They switched out my truck because they needed to repair my truck. So, I brought all my stuff. I did. I brought everything. But the one thing that I did not think for is table space. Let me show you. So of course, this is the bed area. This is kind of a table, except that there's a big cabinet on top of it. Like, my camera stand will not fit in here. It is almost like a hand and a quarter in height. So I can't use this part. This is just a cabinet. No table. Those are just shelves. Cabinet. No table. This is the closest thing to a table that I could get. I can fit, like, I could fit the camera stand in here, but I would be afraid of having any of my pieces down with the this is all fabric. So even underneath this is fabric. And then plastic on both sides. So it's very contained. I mean, like I said, it's a little bit bigger. It could potentially fit because it goes up a little bit more. So it could potentially fit. But I'm worried about all of this plastic with a torch and this carpeting. Like, I could take this out, but this carpeting I can't. So I'm yeah. So yeah, basically I can't do any work. But I did think, okay, well, let's go through some of the past projects, do a bit of an intermission in this Evenstar project, because we've been working on that for quite some time. So let's take a bit of a break and go through some of our past projects, some of the stuff that I made previously, and do that type of episode, because we haven't done that in a little while, at least like half a year, if not a year. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. I'm gonna go through some of my previous projects, and I'm gonna cut in some nice close-up views of them as well, either videoing or picture, like, depending on how I feel. So I'm going to do that, and then of course next week, if I'm still in this truck, I'm gonna make sure that I bring my work table. I have a folding work table. It's not very pretty. Let's just say that it is not very pretty, but it works. And so I'm gonna bring that with me next week, just in case I'm in this truck again. Like I said, there's no table in here, so I'm gonna bring that, and then I can work next week. So no matter what, we're gonna be working next week. So let's get started. All right, so this is one of the first bigger projects I did. This is a twisted bracelet. So I've got, and again, I'm going to be going over these close-ups better. So basically, I made long lengths of chain, and then I soldered those and twisted them to make little bone-ish looking twist, but a nice little bracelet. A little big, seeing how I can just put it on my hand, but let's take a look at that. Here's one of the first projects that I did. One of them, the early projects. I was making symbols from the book Elantris, and I noticed that one of the symbols looked like stingrays. So I made a couple of stingray earrings, and those are really cute. They came out really nice. And they're fairly easy to make. So let's do a close up. All right. Well, some of these need to be a bit cleaned. You know, go over it with a polishing cloth, maybe buff it out a bit. But these are a fairly old project. Again, when I was first starting out, I was doing really small projects. But these are just a twisted arch with little twisted and then forged at the end pieces that dangle. And these came out pretty nice. Let's do a close-up. Ooh, now these are nice. These took me a while. It's my chainmail Byzantine Mobius ball earrings. Yeah, I know. You know, people from the Knitting with Metal crew will know all about the Byzantine. But yeah, these took me quite some time to actually get finished, but they came out really nice, as you can see. Basically, just like with chainmail, I made each of these rings. I you know, sized them out, and then I soldered each individual ring. So this is all soldered, this is all silver, and you know, it comes down a decent amount as a dangle. So these are really cute earrings. And let's do a close up. Now all of these are for sale on Wix.com, and I have all of that information down in the description. So all of these pieces are for sale. Some of them, do I already have the price out on some of these? maybe, or is that just the weight? No, that's just the weight. So if you're interested in any of these, if you're interested in maybe making a different sort of design, I'm all for it. You know, say something in the comments, or message me in some way, either on Facebook or whatever. So if you're interested in any of these, of course. Now we're going on to some rings. This is the braided bullet ring. Let's see if we can turn this down so it's not glary so much. Maybe that? I just made it yellow. Yeah, so let's get back to the blue and then there we go. So this is the braided bullet ring. It's got brass rectangles going through it, and it looks really nice. And again, we are gonna get a better close-up of all of these, because this is not working out too well. But this came out really nice. We actually shot these bullets at a range, and I decided to cut it up into strips and then solder those strips onto the ring. So this is an actual bullet that's actually been fired. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's do the close-up. Alright, these are when I was doing a bit of copper and silver designs. All of these need to get cleaned, especially these copper ones, because they've, of course, oxidized. I don't have a protectant yet. I need to get some, but I do need to clean these, because this is just... I think for the close-up pictures, I'm gonna clean them at least with a polishing cloth. But these came out pretty nice. They're Tree of Life earrings, and they got little dangly chandelier type. These all move, and it's got the Tree of Life in the middle. These are really cute. I really like these. Again, need to clean them. But let's go to the close-up. Because this... Cool, my light just went out. Well, we're gonna have to deal with that a little bit later, because this is plugged in, but it doesn't say that it's plugged in. Yep. I love it. Cool. So let's just continue, because, you know, cool. So let's continue. So this piece actually took me quite some time to do as well, probably about a few months, honestly. I mean, obviously it's a few months in like 2-hour segments every week, well, 2 to 4 hour segments, because depending on how much it took me for the recording. But this came out freaking wonderfully. And again, we are going to do better close-up pictures, but this slave bracelet came out great. It's very flowy. We got a basic chainmail 5-in-1 going throughout it, and then I've got a little Mobius ball on the ring finger here. So this came out very nice. I really like how this came out. This was a really big ask. I still do not know how much I'm charging for this one. And it's been at least a year since I made it. So, but it is very nice. Again, we are going to do better close-ups in a better lighted area. So this came out great. I really love how this one came out. That is one of the biggest projects that I've done, other than this Evenstar. This Evenstar is comparable to this. This was simplistic compared, because there's so much different things that I have to do in the Evenstar. Because this was literally only putting rings together and soldering them. That's all I did. And I made the pattern go out. That's all I did. So this was time consuming because it was repetitive. The Evenstar is time consuming because it's fairly complicated. But that's coming out great too. I'm not showing it because you guys know that's the recent. That's why we're having this intermission, is to get away from that one. So let's go to a close-up of the slave bracelet. Now, I have made a few more things, obviously. We're not going to go through them all, but these are some of the better ones that I've done. And they're the best looking, I guess, to say. But I think these are going to be the last ones. I probably should have, I might edit it out, I don't know, to make the slave bracelet the last one, because after that these are kind of meh. So I made a Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows pendant and earrings. So this is the pendant. Now, of course, I didn't make a chain for it, but it's the chain just goes up through here. And then I made matching earrings for that set. They're not too big. They're decent sized. These came out pretty good. They're fairly simple, and I really like the design, especially of the pendant, because I was able to do a little extra twirls at the tops and sides. But these came out really nice. Let's do a close-up of these. So, that does it for this episode. I hope that you all enjoyed. I am sorry that it is not exactly what we have been trying to produce, and I really hope that I can fix this light before next week, but I highly doubt it because I only have one day off. So we are going to be doing something. I don't know what, but I'm gonna figure something out. Either doing a spotlight or something. I don't know. Flashlight on my camera. I know that that makes it a little bit too bright, but gotta work with what I gotta work with. And unfortunately, this literally just happened. So, not my week, it seems. But in any case, I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. I know that I enjoy making every single piece that I do. They are just fun. I love challenging myself and showing you guys how I figure out how to make all of these, because I'm going off of 6-year-old memory. 2007 was my last jewelry class. I did 3 years of that, so I'm still going off of, okay, what exactly do I need and what is that called type of remembering. So I'm just working stuff out myself, and as you saw, with a lot of these, some of these are a little bit rougher, from me first starting, or restarting, and then now I'm making fairly large, fairly intricate projects, and it's all fun. And like I said, I'm very glad that you guys are here, and you guys join me for all of these episodes, and to see all of this kind of shenanigans, unplanned, very upsetting problems that sometimes happen, and I gotta deal with it. But like I said, I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and the bell, so then you'll get notified whenever I put out a video. I try to do 3 videos a week. My lives are a bit sketchy. I know that I'm doing tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm definitely doing a live. That's on Monday. I'm not sure what time. But I'm getting back onto my schedule. So, I hope that I see you all in the next episode. I hope I see you all next week. And everyone have fun. This is after Halloween, so happy Halloween, belated. But have a wonderful evening. Better, because my light went out. That's great. This is frustration. Jeez. I can't catch a break, man. Between my phone dying and then getting put in this truck, it's not my time, apparently.